Hey guys, Night Cruiser MA. I have a situation here that is it's just such a typical EV sort of dilemma, and I need some opinions. So I'm hoping that maybe some people. How did I just fall out of first? I literally just fell out of first gear without even trying. Wow. That's weird. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get some advice here. And now there's like stuff right on my visor, and I'm making it worse. Like every time I rub it. That's nice. Okay, so here's my question, and this is so me. Anybody that knows me knows that this is just completely me. I have found a gadget for my bike that is intriguing me, but I cannot picture, for the life of me, I cannot picture it being worth it. And you guys tell me if you think this would be a cool thing or if this is just the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard. There is a company that I found. I don't even know how I found them online, but I think it's called like digital guard dog is what it's called, and they basically they sell a lot of like ignition accessories, stuff like that. Oh, okay. So what is like the cop texting? See now, that's what. I'm gonna call the cops on the cops. Okay, almost taken out by a cop. That's good. Anyway, so this accessory that they sell, they sell it for victory motorcycles as well as Harleys and Metrics and things like that too. and what it is it's sort of like a car ignition in that it's like a keyless sort of thing. So you have like a dongle that you keep in your pocket. And I am impressed. You actually stayed right there. Look at that. So they have like this little transmitter, like a little RFID thing that stays in your pocket, kind of like a car key fob. And then you replace the ignition plate on your bike with one of their receivers, essentially. And when you get near the bike is now unlocked, and then you can just get on, hit your engine cutoff switch, and start the bike up. And then when you're done, when you get to wherever you're going, you turn off the bike with the cutoff switch, and you walk away. And then when you're like, I don't know how many feet away, 5 or 10 feet away, the bike basically locks itself. So the purpose of it is to kind of keep you from having to kind of muck around with your gloves and your key. I mean, I have had a few times where I could not find my key to save my life, and it was actually like inside my glove, inside the glove. It's those kinds of things that kind of drive me nuts, and it doesn't really happen very often, to be fair. I mean, it's not like a huge deal, but it's a nicety. And, basically, the problem is it's a nicety that's like $460 or $470 or something. So, this is how I kind of work out those kinds of expenses. I'm like, okay, let's see. Number one, can I afford it? No, not really. All right, so we skip past that because that doesn't make me happy. Number two, does it make my life easier? Yeah. And number three, how often does it make my life easier? Now here is the issue. That is the one thing that I'm running into. $469. I guess the question I have for myself is, let's see, how many times do I start and stop my bike each year? I don't know. Let's say that I have, maybe, this is Massachusetts, so maybe I've got 200 days. I'm trying to think. Let's say if I had, say, 5 months of riding ability, probably like late April. So let's say May, June, July, August, September, a little bit of October. So almost 6 months. Almost 6 months. All right. So that's 30 days. That's 180 days. And let's say that I can ride because of rain and stuff like that, or just having to carry stuff to work. Let's say I can ride maybe 100 of those days. All right, so 100 days. And so basically, it's a matter of not having to put the key in the ignition. Let's say I'm going somewhere and then I'm coming back, so it's really twice that I'd have to start up my bike. So you're talking 200 times a year, excuse me, that I have to take my key and like stick it in the ignition. So I'd be paying, like basically for the first year, I'd be paying over $2 per time for not putting my key in the ignition. Huh. It's funny when you really put it like that. It doesn't seem like it doesn't really seem like it works out, does it? It doesn't strike me at all as like a worthwhile venture. Now, if I keep the bike for 5 years, well, then that helps a little bit. Then you're down to about 40 cents per time. But number one, I don't really keep bikes for 5 years. So I don't know. I guess I'm talking myself out of it. But what a cool little gadget, huh? Just to be able to walk up with the thing in your pocket and just hit the cutoff switch and go. That's cool. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm curious. If anybody has any thoughts on this, I'd love to hear them. If I were watching this video and I were going to comment on my own video, my advice would be, Knight, you idiot wuss, what are you talking about? Stick the key in the bike and just go. And that's typically what I would do. But I do have a long history of buying stuff that I just have absolutely no use for, but I think it's cool. So that's my question for the day. And yeah, let's see what you guys think. I think I know where this is going to head, but I'm really curious. Take care.